So where's the FA Youth Cup upon us again? The first game for the lads is on Tuesday against Guisborough Town. I guess there's a lot of excitement in the camp going into that one.
Yeah, there's always lots of excitement. A few upset faces as well. There's lads who want to be in it. Can only take an 18-man squad. So yeah, lots and lots of excitement. A very young squad this year. We've got a very, very good intake again, and some real bright in our second years this year. So hopefully put a great spectacle on for people to come and see.
You mentioned that a lot of the young lads are really settled in well. There seems to be a lot of excitement in the sort of the coaching staff as well about some of the next sort of prospects coming through.
Yeah, they've been they've got some real bright sparks that some people might not see as much last year. And James McGeorge, Louis Lukeman, fortunately lost Harry Gardner to Sunderland, but we wish him all the best. Now he's hopefully, no doubt, if he's free, he'll be down. He is a big miss for her, but now we've got some great young talent coming in. Dan Walden, Ollie Cresdy, people see Michael Johnson, and got some even younger than that. So for the first time we'll probably have an under-16 in the squad this year in Joel Smith. Find everything goes all right and he stays fit. So yeah, real exciting time.
So we've seen in the past what the FA Youth Cup means to these players. It's a great opportunity, isn't it, for them to really shine on a national stage?
Yeah, it is. Shine on the national stage is a one for them. It puts them in a spotlight. They always start nervy. As we'll see in the first half, they'll probably miss a few passes and not be doing the things that they normally naturally do on the pitch. And that's one thing they need to learn, to handle them nerves and channel them in the right way. But hopefully they'll play the South Shields way, and we'll see a real reflection of with our model's been embedded now for a while and our identity as a club. Hopefully we'll see that on Tuesday night.
We know at this age and this stage of their development that results aren't everything, and it's more about the experience that they gain. But in this competition, does it sort of go up a notch that the result does matter a bit more than it would for a general game?
Yeah, it's probably one where we don't rotate game time. We will, we want to do well in this competition. The lads need to learn to perform and learn to win, whether that be sometimes in the right way or whether sometimes we have to dig results out like the first team have done. So was one recently away, so we'll see that. The lads will no doubt have moments in the game where they'll have to dig in a little bit, put their bodies on the line and learn to win, sometimes ugly.
How much inspiration can they take from the previous success of the teams as well when they reach the second round and the third round a couple of years ago as well?
Yeah, it'd be great for them to just have to get through a few rounds and get that excitement on board, especially when they're going towards play against big clubs. When we went to Fulham, it was a great experience. The overall experience was fantastic, and obviously a team of their level and to play against them shows the lads where they're at. But yeah, it's a real exciting time there for Youth Club.
When you look at the first team squad at the minute, the likes of Aaron Stevens, Sam Hodgson, Will Jenkins, Blair Ross, Joe Gomez as well, they've all progressed through the academy system, and I guess that gives a lot of inspiration to these young lads that if they do perform, there is a future here for them. Yeah,
it definitely is. Yeah, I think that they can see the future there. We've had a lot of lads in the past have progressed to the first team. It'll get harder and harder every year as the first team progresses, as the club progresses. Not only shown by the stand that's currently going up, I think the lads can see what the future is. So it will be tougher for them, but we've got some exciting talent. You can see the lads in the first team are still in their learning journey. They're not. Some of them aren't getting loads of game time. Zhao's unfortunately got a bit of an injury at the minute, but hopefully he'll come back and be the Zhao we know. It can be exciting. He was a real exciting prospect when he was in there for Youth Cup. I've seen him score that great goal and his ability on the ball. The likes of Sam and Will. When Will come on the other night, I thought, he was fantastic. He made a little mistake, but it's part of his learning. And as a club and as everyone who supports the club, need to support the learning of our young players. They are still learning, and stepping from the academy to first team they're still young men who need vital support and are allowed to make mistakes and know that that's their part of their journey and progress on from that.
And on Tuesday we've had a lot of games in the past in the FA Youth Cup with really big crowds here. How big would it be for the lads to have that big crowd behind them again on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's been fantastic, the support. When we were away down at Lincoln, the fans, there was about 100 of them there, and they never stopped singing. They made some noise. There were 100 of them. Last time one of the biggest crowds, I think, was out around about 400. It'd be great to see around 400 supporters here again, singing and chanting for the lads and giving that little lift. Just
looking at a couple of wider academy issues, obviously we lost Joe Lockie in the last few weeks, who's gone to America for a scholarship. Does that show that there's opportunities wider than the club for these players as well down the line potentially?
Yeah, there's definitely opportunities to go beyond the academy itself and to progress in things like the American scholarships. A great offer for them. So the likes of Joe, when he's gone away and he's enjoying his time there at the minute, we've touched base with him. So yeah, there's always a way. We've got a good connection now with some American scholarships. You know, the be all and end all is not to get into. You know, if they don't get in our first team, it shouldn't be the end of their journey. You know, it's just might be a couple or even one of them's journey, the next step. But there's loads of next steps. We always, I suppose, ask the lads not to give up and keep pushing. The likes of people like Jamie Vardy who've come in later, going to non-league football, and as long as they keep pushing and understand that, enjoy the process and just keep enjoying playing what they're doing and pushing their boundaries.
I think the academy's about 5 years old now as well, but you still keep in touch with a lot of the lads who've left us in the past. Joe Lockie probably the most recent example, but also people like Ollie Scott who left before him and other players like that. Does that say a lot about the academy and what you're doing with these players as well, about building them as better people as well? As
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, Dan Lister's been another one who's been back recently and doing a bit of S&C. Ben Everton still comes and trains with us, having another one just left. Ollie Scott's been back in and training. We do see a lot of lads come back. I mean, not this academy, but amongst them we've seen Callum Ross come back from spells, and he's been with Graham and Lee, and then been to America, come back. We'd love to see some of the lads come back again and still remain in support of the club, and hopefully they've enjoyed their time here and that's why they come back.
Just finally, the academic year is about to start now, so the leagues will be coming back through as well. How much excitement is there ahead of the new season for these lads?
Real excitement. We've shifted the academy again, and so we never stop trying to get better. It is a bit of a mantra for the whole club. Is some of the older lads, one of the 19s, are some of the supporters will notice that they're playing for Bolton in the Northern League too, which is another little step for them in their learning journey. It means we're a little bit younger in the leagues, so might not find it as, I suppose we've found it a little bit easy sometimes in the past against some teams, but hopefully we'll give a bit of a better test. You know, some of the younger lads will have to step up a little bit, and yeah, it'll be a different challenge this year, but hopefully a good one.